Hey photographers, I'm going to show you how to use Photopea today if you haven't done this already, because for your final slide of your composition collage, you're going to need to make a collage out of all of the pictures, plus any more that you want to use all together. So let me show you how that's going to work. You're going to first go to photopea.com, and then you're going to click on New Project down here. And when you do, you have all sorts of templates that come available. What I want you to notice is right down here, we have social, print, photo, screen, mobile. Go ahead and click on photo. And then we're going to choose 16 by 24. And then where it says name, just call it the composition collage. Composition collage. All right, and just as the name sounds, you're going to combine all of the different images that we have used for this project. So let me show you how this works. On the right-hand side, we have our layers, and right now there's only one layer to this project. It's the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some pictures. So I have all my pictures in a folder here that I'm going to use so that you can see as I add them. So I'm going to take each picture and I'm going to add them onto my background. So just by dragging them in, and there's a picture I took at the tulips at the Tulip Festival. And I'm going to shrink it down. Now I'm holding Shift down so that my picture doesn't change in dimension. So I'm just going to put all of my pictures in. And so I think I'll probably speed up the video to show you how to do this. But there we go. Now you'll notice that on the right hand side of my screen we have all of my layers are all listed here. Okay, so you can see that this picture here is the top layer, and when I press the little eyeball it goes away. So that way you can see what's there and what's not. I'm just going to make all of them small, so I'm going to hold down Shift, and then I go to my next layer. And if you don't have these little boxes around the corner, you want to make sure that you first have this Move tool selected, and you have Transform controls. That's really important. Now don't just start grabbing and dragging, because now I've just distorted my picture. So luckily I have two of these, so I'm going to delete this one. I didn't realize I put it in twice. You can just go to Layer and Delete, or just hit the Delete key. So I'm going to hold Shift as I make each picture smaller, and then I'm going to start figuring out how I'm going to lay these out. So you can line them up with each other, and then when you resize them, if you want them two pictures to be exactly the same size, you can do that. But then now I can drag it down, and I'll leave a little border. So this is really good practice for our yearbook students, because this is the type of layout that you'll be doing in the yearbook. So I'm going to just keep working on this, and I'll probably speed up the video so you'll see what I'm doing. Remember, I'm holding Shift as I resize each time. One thing I'm doing here is I'm going to crop this picture. And, oh, no I don't. Undo. I'm going to go to use the Select tool on this one layer. I'm going to trim out the bottom part of the picture. Oops, you have to rasterize it first. So you're going to go to Layer, Rasterize. Now that I have that selected, I can delete that part. So if you need to, you can do Select, Deselect. You can resize things a little bit. So, especially if you just need to fit one in, but make sure it looks cool. I'm going to trim some off the top too. So same thing again. And Command D is deselect. Alright, there we go. This is a tough one. I don't want to distort the cat. Alright, now I'm going to shrink my parents. Alright, Shift. That's not bad. I'm going to trim out the bottom of this cat picture though so I can really fill the frame. Oh, whoops, I have to have that layer selected first. Delete. Okay. Back to the move tool. Command D. Distort it a little bit. And there you have my composition collage. Maybe if I wanted to, I could crop this one picture just a little bit. Let's see what I could do. I could go, let's find that layer. You can yeah, there's one go all right, that looks pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do File. First off, save it as a PSD. That way you can keep working on it later. And I'm going to call this my composition collage. And I'm going to save it to the desktop so I can open it again later and edit it. This is super, super important. Don't forget that step. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to export it as a JPEG. So I'm going to go back to File. I'm going to do Export as a JPEG. That's going to make a picture. I'm going to go full power and then save. And when I do, it goes to my downloads bar. Let's open that up, see how that looks. That looks pretty good. Let me go full screen. And that is the image that we've created that is ready to go on our final slide. So good luck with your composition collage and good luck with the rest of the project. All right, signing off. See you in the next video.